Now to this. Look at this. Vice President J.D. Vance stopped at his Cincinnati polling place with his son to vote in today's Ohio primaries. Plus to this news. The U.S. Supreme Court yesterday immediately put into effect its new ruling banning congressional maps based on race. And now at least 8 U.S. states have adopted these new maps ahead of the midterms. 4 more are moving on new maps too. Texas, Florida, Tennessee could see the GOP gain up to 13 seats in the House. California and Virginia could see the Democrats gain up to 10 seats, possibly offsetting it. Just by up to 3 seats, though, for the GOP there. Joining us now from Ways and Means, Texas Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. Congresswoman, it's great to see you again. What do you make of the U.S. Supreme Court fast-tracking its ruling here? Because top Democrat Hakeem Jeffries said, we're going to sue, we're going to redraw. He called the U.S. Supreme Court again illegitimate. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he needs to be very careful about calling our Supreme Court illegitimate. It doesn't do, it's not productive at all for the U.S. Constitution. But that being said, I think it's important to understand why we're having these redistricting fights right now. Since the beginning of this decade, and even earlier than that, you had New York, you had Florida, you had Illinois, all the New England states gutted representation by Republicans. In New England alone, 40% of the voters are Republicans, and yet they have 0 representation in Congress. Also, it was the Biden census that absolutely admitted that they undercounted populations in red states and they overcounted population in blue states. This is basically just trying to right that wrong. So I think it's, it's rich that Democrats are now, complaining that we're just simply righting the wrong that happened under the Biden administration. And you look at states like Florida, you look at states like Texas, you're absolutely right. There, when you add them all up right now, it could be a potential 13 Republican lead, additional seats. But candidates also matter. When I ran in 2020, I ran in a district that Biden won. It was a D2. I had to outperform Trump by 25,000 votes. We're not just going to, assume that because it's a preferential Republican district that you're not going to have to work. We got to run through the tape. And as Republicans, we got to fight.
Yeah, we got this. Legal expert Jonathan Turley, what do you make of this? He wrote, quote, just for the record, when Democrats are pushing back on what the Supreme Court did, the Supreme Court did not strike down Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. Instead, it said that neither the law nor the U.S. Constitution lets any legislator manipulate district lines to guarantee that candidates of a certain race will be elected. That it was written not to give any race an advantage, but to prevent a state from creating a disadvantage to voters based on their race. What do you make of that?
I think what it's saying is that the law should be race blind. This is the way the country was started. I think this is something that's smart. But you've got Democrats who don't care, that they are basically buying votes, that they're used to being able to manipulate their maps. They've gutted Republican representation, and now that Republicans are fighting back, they're upset. But the fact is that when you've got 40% of an entire region that's Republican and you only have zero congressional seats, there's a problem with that.
Got it. Congresswoman Van Duyne, thank you so much from Ways and Means. It's good to see you. Now please listen to this. Watch.